So Mark, you've just got out the water at Pennington Flash. Can you just run us through why?
Yeah, good question. Why? Yeah, I often ask myself that many times. It's actually quite still today. It's very nice. So you don't mind getting in on days like today with the sun shining, and you can actually see your hand in front of you under the water. Where many a day you can't because it's quite choppy when it's windy and rainy. So it stirs up all the what's the right word? Crap, probably in the water. It stirs up all the muck in the water, so you can't see your hand in front of you. And you know, there's been unpleasant days in there certainly, but I mean days like today, you don't actually mind getting in.
So you've been in the water as part of your Ironman training. How's all that been going?
Yeah, it's going really well to be fair, yeah. Obviously I struggle with family life at home, so I've got a 15-month-old little boy. So Mrs is kind of climbing the walls whenever I leave the house and leave her on her own, especially when I come in from work and go, right, I'm going. Literally just a quick bite to eat and out the house again. So stuff like that's challenging, but I think it's important to have support of your family around you. If you've got that, then it's not a problem, but obviously if they're on it all the time and giving you grief, then it's kind of impossible. But yeah, the training's going really well to be fair. Yeah, I've enjoyed it and enjoyed seeing the group progress as well.
And you are doing this training as part of a group, the Leopards and Lee Hospice, as they've been dubbed. What's it been like working with all these guys?
Yeah, it's been brilliant. I mean, the adversity that the guys have shown, especially to get there. I mean, Brian in particular has just done amazing. He'll not admit it himself, but he was terrified of getting in here at first. He was kind of like physically shaking the first time he got in. So I mean, to see the journey that guy's come on has just been incredible. And you kind of take things from that. You know, you see that going on, and it gets into your own mind of thinking, well, if he can do that, then you know you need to get in there and get it done yourself. So yeah, it's been a great experience to be fair. Seeing how far the group's come has been amazing, and you know they're a great bunch.
And can you just talk me through where the idea to do this triathlon, this Ironman, came from?
Yeah, I mean, I've always liked fitness. I love any kind of challenge like that. I'm a bit daft for doing things like that. So if someone says go and jump in Pennington Flash at 6 in the morning on a cold day, then you know I'm all up for that. So yeah, it's been great to be fair, and obviously the charity side of it, just you can't say no to that. You know, looking at what the guys and girls do at Wigan Hospice is just nothing short of amazing. So I don't know why anyone could say no to raising any money for that.
So whose idea was this? How did this group come together?
Yeah, we all know Derek Beaumont and how he can influence things, and you know when he rings you asking if you join in the training group for Ironman, you can't really say no the way he words things. So he's definitely a sales guy, and he sold the idea. And you know, I mean, to be fair, I've kind of just got stuck in and gone with it.
And what's it been like training with Derek?
Oh, crackers is the right way. Is it recording the camera? Yeah, I have to be careful what I say then. But no, it's been amazing. I mean, the bloke's just enthusiastic, and it kind of rubs off on you, you know. And to see him kind of power walking around the route and the things that he's done to kind of survive and get around the route has just been incredible, and definitely rubs off you and influences on you, yeah.
And you mentioned earlier that you're doing this for Wigan and Lee Hospice. How important is the work that they do for the community?
Oh, it's unbelievable. I mean, I didn't really know much about it. It's kind of a place that I've kind of pushed to the back of my mind. It's trying to find the right words to describe it. It's kind of somewhere I just thought people literally just went to see the days out. It's kind of like a sad place, and it's just something that you don't really want to think about that often. That's probably wrong. But when I've been hearing stories and learnt more about what they do, there's a lot more to it than that. They do things like palliative care, respite care, so for families who are looking after people and they want a bit of break themselves or holiday, they can put their loved one in there knowing that they're going to be looked after. So they do a lot more than just, you know, people going seeing the days out there, which is good really. And I've kind of feel a bit sad really, because I was naively thinking there was not a lot to what they do. But they certainly do, and the work they do is excellent, and you know it's definitely opened my eyes, and I'd implore anyone to go and do some research into what they actually do and understand more about them.
And when you're out there training on Sunday, when you're obviously taking part in the event, will the fact that you're representing them give you that extra sort of push?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, what the staff do there is just incredible. So I mean, jumping in here in the morning is just nothing compared to what they do, because they have to do it constantly. I'm only doing this for a short period of time to get fit for race day. You know, they have to do that every single day, day in, day out. So yeah, take my hats off to them. They do some amazing work, and you know, this is the least we can do to support them.
So you've done an Ironman before. So how are you going to feel Saturday night ahead of this event?
Nervous. Definitely won't sleep. I hardly slept last night just knowing that I was coming getting in here. So yeah, definitely nerves play a big part in it. And I don't think there's easy tactic. You think, well, do you sleep in the afternoon and have a bit of recovery, but then you sleep worse at night. It's definitely challenging. Is getting that sleep and switching off is definitely a challenge. But you know, you just need to try and push it to the back of your mind. But yeah, there are a lot of tired people, and it's amazing where as soon as you stand on the start line, which is just over my shoulder there, those nerves just kind of settle, and the music kicks in, and then you're on with the day then, and the training just gets you around.
And you have done this before. So have you been giving advice to the lads who haven't?
Yeah, and to be fair, they've all done really well at listening. And there's bits that I've picked up on in doing Ironman before, and passing those tips on those little bits of advice that nobody told me. But on the day, you think, oh, you always see someone better prepared than you. So you'll be stood on the start line for the swim, and you'll look at somebody and go, he looks a bit prepared for me because he's got flip-flops on and I'm stood in stones, and your feet are hurting. And so that's just an example of a little tip that is just get some cheap flip-flops to wear on the day and dispose of them down at the swim start, or they actually take care of disposing of them. Just little things like that just help out, and on the day they'll feel a lot more comfortable because they'll be more comfy, ready to go, and people will be looking at them thinking, oh, he knows what he's doing.
And have you set yourself a target for Sunday? Is there something you'd want to beat?
Yeah, I mean, like 6 hours is probably a good time. I'd like to get under, but to be fair, I'd quite happily go at the back of the pack with these guys and just make sure they all get over the line. Kind of feel like a bit of a mother hen, like putting my wings around them, making sure they're all okay. Because I mean, not to be cocksure or anything, but I can do the swim and the bike is not an issue. I know I can get round in the time, but anything can happen on the day. You have a mechanical issue on your bike, or you feel a bit off from the night before. Anything could happen. You can definitely go slower. So I know how these guys can feel, but yeah, I'd quite happily go behind them and put my wings around them and kind of guide them through. But obviously on the day it's a solo thing, you can't do that. So I'll just be kind of doing my own thing and just giving them a high five here and there when we see them.
And Derek's mentioned that Monday after the event you're all going to get together to sort of celebrate it. How's that going to feel?
Yeah, it'll feel good. Yeah, it'll definitely feel good. Few beers. That's why we do this. That's the main reason is Wigan and Lee Hospice, but the second reason is for those recovery isotonic lagers at the end of the day. So yeah, it's all about the beer and having a laugh and sharing those memories and giving each other a bit of banter, such as how bad Derek looks in those goggles that he's bought.